by in the best grade and furniture right now. Yeah. But you guys can it's such a key bed. It's not even we talked about getting active and it was, and it was only like $500.
Alright, here we go.
You're not getting anybody in.
Yeah, alright.
Dad, you're not very good. It should be.
You're not no, you didn't. Come on. I'm right home. That's okay. It's in the bedroom, but I want to hook it back up.
Remember that? Yeah. But you know,
welcome everyone. My name is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. I'm the athletic director and head football coach here at the University of Arkansas Monticello, and we're so grateful that we have a great crowd tonight for a very, very special event to induct some very special people into our Athletic Hall of Fame, our Spirit Award winner. We're just excited about the whole night. I want to introduce a couple people, and then I'm going to introduce our chancellor. Our staff at Athletics are outstanding. We have a great group of people that I get to work with every day. And I'd like to introduce, and please stand up even though that you don't want to. I want you to stand up. Katie Lusby, Ryan Tao, Mark Jelks, Hannah Holbrook, Juliana, stand up, G. This group of people do a tremendous job in athletics. Everybody helps to set this up, but G does an unreal job of setting up this banquet tonight. Very, very proud. It's beautiful. It's a big part of the celebration, and I just want to thank each one of y'all for all that you do, and very, very grateful for all you do. So thank you very much. I also want to talk about a couple things, because this is all about our inductees and our award winners. But I do want to say a couple things, and I'm going to introduce our chancellor. There's a lot of really great things happening here at UAM, particular in athletics. This weekend, we're going to be having a ribbon cutting ceremony for our new weight room and training room that if you have not seen it, you'll be able to see it Saturday. It's amazing. It's going to be a game changer for all of our athletics, for people to be able to go into and feel like when they leave there, they're going to be better for it. We have a lot of people to celebrate with on Saturday. We hope you can be there at 10:30 for it, because that's just the start. When you walked in the door, you might have saw some of our renderings that we have, of some of the other projects that we have going on, and all of these things are going to happen. And I'll say this, since becoming athletic director, being appointed that job by Dr. Doss, it all starts with her. She is a tremendous leader. She understands the importance of athletics and what it means to our university. She has a great staff that is surrounded, that helps her in so many ways. I can assure, I say this to Jeff and Alex a lot. Alex in particular, I've learned so much on what it takes to do something and the stuff that Alex has to deal with on a daily basis to get something built that's going to help our athletic program. But without Dr. Doss, none of this would be possible. She jumped on board with the ideas that we've had to try to push us forward so that we can have success and be consistent in that success. And it starts with facilities, and we get that. We have a great group of coaches here. I would like our coaches also to stand up, please, for our different sports. I think we're pretty much represented. If you wouldn't mind, stand up, coaches. Great group of people. We're very lucky to have such great people that are running our programs and that are all going to benefit from the things that we want to go forward with. So I'm going to bring up Dr. Doss. Again, we're very grateful for you and everything that you do. And part of this celebration tonight is to also celebrate where we're headed. So I would like to bring up Dr. Peggy Doss.
Oh, thank you so much, HUD, for your kind words, and it is truly a pleasure to be here tonight. This is always such a fun event. It's such a special event because we recognize the accomplishments of our graduates, our former athletes, and just the accomplishments of everyone in this room. And I have to say that I am just extraordinarily blessed to be able to be surrounded by such a strong and dedicated team of people who work so hard on a daily basis to make sure that UAM is moving in the right direction. And I'd like to take just a moment to recognize my executive council who's present today. Would you stand, please? And HUD, it has been a pleasure to work with you as in your AD position and just in general. He's such a fine man. His heart is in athletics. His heart's here at UAM. His heart is here with making sure that our student athletes are successful. And he lives to serve as well. So thank you so much, because without his support, there's nothing the rest of us can do. So HUD, thank you so much. Before I make some other remarks, though, I do want to say this. HUD was talking about some of our fundraising projects to make sure that all of these facilities can be renovated and new facilities to be built in the future. And he talked about Alex and Jeff and some of the people and HUD. There's one thing I want you to note about them. Since we've been doing these projects, their hair is just a little grayer than it was before we started these things. As a matter of fact, Alex commented the other day that his hair was getting awful gray. And so I think working with contractors and the different projects we're doing, it's pretty stressful. But it is a team effort, and of course my hair never grays, so there you go. But good evening again, and thank you so much for being here to help us celebrate this wonderful, wonderful class of inductees into the UAM Sports Hall of Fame, and to recognize this year's Spirit Award recipients. Their stories are truly a part of a rich history of this university that includes the tradition of a strong community and fan support and the accomplishments of all of our former UAM athletes. UAM also has a very strong history of excellent coaching staff who have over the years, historically you hear the stories over and over, how they have mentored and guided our athletes to success. So again, I would like to thank AD 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗧 and all of the athletic staff for continuing that strong, rich history here at UAM. I am extraordinarily grateful for the tireless dedication and the countless hours that they have spent to improve our athletic programs and develop our athletes. So I'm going to tell you a little story, and it's funny because I really thought I created this little saying, and then I read something the other day in Google that I really didn't. Someone else said this first. So my heart was crushed a little bit, because I always thought when I said that UAM is the front porch of an institution, I thought that was a pretty good little saying. I thought I created that. Then I found out someone else had said it before, so I guess that's how it goes, right? But you know, UAM is like a house. It really is. And in this house, there are many, many rooms. But athletics is truly the front porch. It's a place that brings extraordinary visibility to an institution and a university. It's an access point for many of our students. It's a welcoming entryway that allows our public to connect with traditions and the values and the campus life at this institution. It's a welcoming pathway that provides many, many students, those here today and those of you who were here in the past, an opportunity to attend college and to succeed. And I've heard stories over and over again that it had not been for athletics, for that opportunity to get to play, that people would have not had the opportunity to come to UAM, and that gave them a pathway. They graduated with a degree, and many of you in this room, and many of our students today are going to be very successful because of that opportunity. So it's a pathway that, whether you're on the playing field, or the court, or in the classroom, it teaches also the lessons that help people to succeed after life in college. And I truly believe, as I have watched and witnessed more and more with athletics, how it teaches lessons that help people learn how to interact with others, how to work as a team, and how to succeed. So at UAM, we truly do understand that the value of athletics and what it adds to our campus community, and we are extraordinarily committed to enhancing all of our sports programs here at UAM. And that's going to be through improved facilities and support for our student athletes. On Saturday morning, as Hud said, we'll be cutting a ribbon on the Kenneth H. Hunt Athletic Performance Center. This privately funded project was made possible through the generosity of Mr. Hunt, who is a former Hall of Fame member as well. He was part of the 1979 football team, and I think we have some 79 people in the room. Those that played on that 79 team, would you stand? Because I know some of you are here. There you go. So people like Mr. Hunt and people like those who just stood that did so well here are just representative of what UAM does for our students. But Mr. Hunt, who was a former member of that team, and so many others have supported the project that we're about to cut the ribbon on here on Saturday, and many of you in this room as well. So UAM now has an unbelievable state-of-the-art athletic performance center for every one of our student athletes to use. And my friends, I'm going to tell you, as you can see from the renderings on these projects up here, we are just getting started. But this evening is about recognizing and celebrating the individuals who accomplished so much and brought so much positive recognition to our university. And each of them were committed in making themselves better athletes, better students, and better people in the community. And tonight, they're also serving as role models for our current generation of athletes who are here with us tonight and for those to come. So congratulations to each of our inductees for all of your achievements and for being Hall of Fame winners and the Spirit Award recipients, and for continuing to be the measurement of excellence for future generations by leading lives rooted in our traditions of hard work, knowledge, and most important of all, service to others. Thank you to all of the inductees, and welcome home. So now it is my great privilege to introduce Mr. Jeremy Woodall. Jeremy is the director of the Baptist Collegiate Ministry at UAM and is not only a very dear friend of mine, but he's a friend to every student on our campus. He can be found anywhere and everywhere that students gather. And he's there to encourage and to mentor them. And Jeremy is also a past recipient of the UAM Sports Hall of Fame Spirit Award for his unrelenting support of our student athletes and our coaching staff. He truly lives to serve others. So would you please help me welcome Mr. Jeremy Woodall, who will give our invocation. Thank you.
Stay up here for just a second, Dr. Dawes. So we have a lot to celebrate tonight. One thing that we have to celebrate today is someone has a special birthday here. And I won't tell you what's so special about the birthday. Every birthday is special. But let's pretend like we're in a Southern Baptist church this evening. Whenever we get to her name, we're going to say, God bless you. So, happy birthday, God bless you, okay? It's really like you're in a Southern Baptist church when we do that. Let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Here it comes. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Look, a day over 40. A day over 40. That's right. Well, hey, welcome to the Sports Hall of Fame banquet. Congratulations before we get started to all of our inductees. Past inductees will recognize you in just a moment. But this is a great time to be involved in all things UAM. This is really the place to be. And so we're going to celebrate some of those things tonight. But first things first, let's eat. So let me bless the food, and then I'll tell you guys how we're going to handle going through the line in just a second. Let's pray. God, thank you for this night. I thank you for just all these incredible people. Some of the best people in the world are sitting in this room. We're so thankful for those that have returned back to UAM as we honor them tonight. Those that have returned back to UAM as we honor those recipients of our Hall of Fame awards tonight. Lord, so many good things are happening. We pray for more. Thank you for blessing us. We pray that you bless this food. We're so thankful for our hospitality team, Aramark, for providing this food. And we pray that it's a blessing to us and that we are a blessing to others. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. Amen. So how we're going to do this is we are going to dismiss our tables with our Hall of Fame inductees first in just a second. So that will cause a little bit of confusion as we're sitting in different parts of the room. And then I will release y'all by 2 tables as we get through. Somebody from Aramark will let me know when it's a good time to release the next group. But then, so we're going to go to the back of the room here. We're going to circle back around to this first hallway past the bathrooms. Take a right, and you can see the room that you're going to be coming in. It'll be about that far down that back wall there. So if you are an inductee tonight into this class of Hall of Fame, your tables are dismissed to go to the back and to go through the line for our students. them as well. If you are here tonight and you are a previous Hall of Fame inductee, will you please stand? I know there's a lot of you. There you go. Spirit Award as well. We're so grateful that you are here tonight. And so, as we begin, every single one of these student athletes are exactly what we hope for with every student athlete that walks through our door. Every time a coach goes on a recruiting trip, we're hoping that we are bringing in a future Hall of Famer. They get that effort from these coaches. They get the effort from the faculty and the staff here at UAM, just like every student and every student athlete that comes through here. So we are so grateful for those of you that have made the trip back as we honor the 2023 inductee class. First off, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 played wide receiver for the football team at UAM from 2014 to 2017. Over his football career at UAM, he received numerous national and regional and conference recognitions. Since his graduation in 2018, Jalen has continued to be in the Weevil record books multiple times for both individual season and career records. After the conclusion of his collegiate career, Jalen went on to play 2 years in the NFL, followed by a 2-year stint in the XFL and a year in the Canadian Football League. His accent never changed. Never changed. He's a 2015 All-GAC second team honoree, 2016 All-GAC first team, 2016 D2 CCA All Central Region second team, 2016 Don Hanson's Football Gazette All Central Region second team, 2016 Don Hanson's Football Gazette All American Honorable Mention, 2017 he was an All GAC first team, 2017 he was a D2 CCA All Region first team, 2017 Don Hanson's Football Gazette All Central Region first team, 2017 Don Hanson's Football Gazette All American third team, and also a 2017 DeepFootball.com All American second team. Proud to introduce to you 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😓. Floor is yours, my man.
Oh wow, wasn't prepared for this, but first and foremost, just gotta thank God because this is a very special accomplishment for me and just everybody over there. That table right there, man, it's been a part of my journey. So very thankful for y'all, Coach Jackson. First person gave me a scholarship, man, believed in me. So I got so much gratitude, so much love in my heart for you, and I'm just beyond grateful for you, man. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😓, couldn't have done it without you, bro, and thank y'all for being here. Everybody else, congratulations, and thank you so much.
Let's give it up one more time for 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗏. This was UAM's power couple whenever they were playing together. But the quarterback during many of Jalen's years here, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗏, quarterback on the football team from 2015 to 2018. And over his 4-year career with the Bull Weevils, he appeared in 43 games, marking his name in the record books on multiple occasions. During his sophomore season, Sears set the record for most passing yards in a single game with a 533-yard performance against Northwestern Oklahoma State. After his career with the Bull Weevils, he went on to sign with the British Columbia Lions of the Canadian Football League for a season. Some of his regional and conference recognitions: he was a 2018 All-GAC second team member, 2018 CO SIDA Academic All-District first team, and a 2018 CODI-SA Academic All-American second team. As far as the record books go, he's second in the UAM record book for career passing with 8,561. If it wasn't for all those bogus penalties that were called on him from time to time, he would have had a lot more, especially rushing records. Second UAM record book for career passing touchdowns at 70. First in the UAM record book for longest passing touchdown, 97 yards to 𝗗𝗏𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 versus SAU on November 12th, 2016. And he's second in the UAM record book for total offense, 9,398. I want to introduce to you all my friend 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥.
Sorry, I'm going to be a little bit more formal there. Okay. What a privilege and an honor it is to be here today. Ever since I was a little kid, I knew my goal was to be a college football player and to graduate with a college degree. I never knew where this path would take me, but I knew God had a plan for me. This place holds a special place in my heart. From my teammates, to many who are now my lifelong friends, to the coaches that helped me grow not only as an athlete but as a man, and to the others who were so supportive of me during my 4 years here at the university, the only thing I know what to say is thank you. You all allowed this place to become my home away from home. Receiving this prestigious honor happens when you have great people in your corner, and that's exactly what I had here at UAM. Sorry to get a little emotional. On December night in 2014, Coach Jackson drove over 3 hours to my house as part of a recruiting visit. For those that know me on a personal level, I've never been a big talker, okay? And at the time, I was definitely nervous that a college coach was coming to my house. Coach used to love to remind me of this story throughout my career because he claims that I never said a word in the couple hours that he was at my house, and instead I just stared at the TV watching Top Gun and responded yes sir to anything that he said. Now granted, he may be right, but it was at that moment that I knew that he is the coach that I wanted to play for. His willingness to show me how much he cared for me, not only as a player, but also as a person, demonstrated the type of coach that he is towards his players. He gave me an opportunity when no one else would, and I couldn't be more thankful to have played for such a great man. One of my all-time favorite sayings from Coach Jackson, you gotta be a special kind of cat to come to UAM. At 18 years old, going into your first fall camp, you don't really know what to expect, but you definitely find out pretty quick if you're a special kind of cat or not. From all the meetings, workouts, and practices, sometimes you wonder if there's ever light at the end of the tunnel. But now, 8 years later, I'll do anything to go back and do it all over again. I played with so many great teammates, one of which I get the honor to share the Hall of Fame class with. Most days after practice, many of us would gather at our apartment complex and just talk about anything and everything for hours on end. It's these type of moments and memories that you wish you could have back. UAM football allowed me the opportunity to create special bonds with my teammates and establish lifelong friendships that I'll always cherish. My teammates played a huge role in me being able to stand up here today, and I'll forever be grateful for them. When I received a call from Coach Jackson telling me I was going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, I was a little speechless and didn't know what to say. After I told him thank you, he replied, "Don't thank me, thank your parents." And he could have been more right with what he said. Excuse me. I have unbelievable parents who have always been there for me. They've supported me and loved me through everything in my life, through the good times and the bad, the highs and the lows. You both have been a true example of what loving parents look like. You allowed me to chase my dreams and was there for me every step of the way. Nothing was better than after a Weevil win, run at the corner of the end zone to give a big hug and to celebrate alongside my dad. Sorry, Mom, but you knew I was coming looking for you afterwards. I could not have received this honor without both of your guidance and support that you gave me. Being inducted with these other great individuals is something I'll always be proud and extremely grateful for. Many hours of dedication, hard work, and sacrifice for the betterment of myself, teammates, and this university is something that I know not only I did, but that these other inductees did as well. Individual acknowledgments are only accomplished when you have great people around you, and that is what I had during my time here at UAM. To all those that contributed, thank you for everything that you did for me, to allow me to not only have great success on the football field and in the classroom, but also helped me to grow into the man I am today. Thank you.
That's the most I've ever heard Cole talk. I've known him 9 years, all combined, right there. Hey, before I tell you a quick story about Cole, I forgot to say this about 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. It was his senior year. We were playing Harding here. Cornerback messed up one of the first plays and told 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 he was going to shut him down. And 5 touchdowns later, I think they had already taken him out of the game. But that was one of the more special performances that I've ever seen. But Cole, in 2014, I was pastoring in McGee, Arkansas, and I was chaplain for the football team, so I was standing on their sidelines. And I was over there, and this team from Hoxie, Arkansas, never heard of Hoxie, Arkansas, came in. We were undefeated, and this little lanky number 15 starting quarterback of theirs was just wearing us out. And he was special. I could tell he was special. And so I texted HUD. I said, if you are not in McGee, Arkansas, looking at this kid, he says, man, we've already offered him. We've already offered him. So, man, I'm so glad that you chose to come to UAM. Cole, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍, you guys are special guys. Let's give it up one more time for Cole Sears. Another young man that I got a chance to get to know while he was here, Andres Rios. He's a baseball player at UAM. In both 2017, 2018, in just 2 seasons, he made an incredible mark. Over his baseball career at UAM, he was selected the first team all-conference in both of his years, competing with the Weevils. He posted a career batting average of .332 with a senior season average of .354. Upon completion of his career at UAM, Rios has gone on to play professional baseball in multiple organizations, currently competing with the Florence Y'alls, and he's actually competing with a different team now, I think out of California. Is that right, Andres? Colorado. Starts with a C, I knew that. Some of his national, regional, and conference recognitions: he was 2017 All-GAC first team member, 2017 NCBWA All-Region Honorable Mention, 2018 All-GAC First Team, 2018 NCBWA All-Region First Team, 2018 D2 CCA All-Region First Team, 2018 ABCA Rawlings All-Region First Team, and 2018 NCBWA All-American Honorable Mention. Ladies and gentlemen, Andres Rios.
Thank you all for being here tonight. First off, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, UAM alumni, and fellow baseball enthusiasts. Today I start before you with immense pride and gratitude as we gather to celebrate a journey that has been nothing short of extraordinary. Alongside a couple playmakers on the offensive side of the football field, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 and Cole Sears, 2 highly talented basketball superstars by the name of Jordan Goforth and Corey Forge, and my baseball journey into the University of Arkansas at Monticello's Hall of Fame. I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to everyone who has been a part of this remarkable ride. Cole, I'm there with you. I'm going to be emotional too, all right? So bear with me. Baseball is a game that brought out the best in me ever since I was the age of 4. The sport challenged me to push beyond my limits, make critical decisions along sacrifices, and show no matter what the result was on the field that it can be carried into my daily life. There were so many times, so many emotions that I couldn't control, and going into the bus rides going 0 for 4 and asking yourself, was I ready? Am I ready? But not only were some of those bus rides filled with disappointment and failure, but also 2 of those bus rides were filled with a bunch of champions winning the Great American Conference Tournament back-to-back years. The ways that I felt, I could never imagine, but my time here at the University of Arkansas Monticello played a pivotal role in shaping into the player and to the person I am today. A quick story when I got into Arkansas, including the drive from Little Rock down to Monticello with my father. I remember it like if it was yesterday, just like I'm sure everyone else does with this important memory. Well, we're driving and we're looking at absolutely nothing. You know how that is. So we're driving and my dad makes he makes a joke and it's a question at the same time. Pops, are you sure you don't want to try and walk on to San Diego State University? But we both judged the book by its cover, not knowing who was in it and what was in it. I was fortunate enough to have an incredible support system from my coaches John Harvey and Mark Jugs, and to the assistants here who worked tirelessly, owned my skills, to my teammates who became my brothers, and to the fans whose support fueled my passion for the game. Together we achieved greatness on the field, and I owe a debt of gratitude to each and every one of you. But it's not about the numbers, it's not about these rings, it's not about the wins, it's not about the banners or the records. Baseball is about the heart, sportsmanship, and the profound love of the game, just like any other sport. Through the triumphs and the defeats, through the camaraderie forged in the heat of competition, the 6 a.m. lifts, and the indomitable spirit that drives us to be the best version of myself and ourselves. Today, as I join the illustrious ranks of the Hall of Fame, I am reminded that this recognition is not the end of my journey, but it is a reflection of the incredible moments and the memories that baseball has gifted me. I hope that my story serves as an inspiration to future generations of baseball players and UAM athletes, showing that with passion, hard work, dedication, dreams do indeed come true. It isn't about taking the right path, because everybody is different and unique in their own ways. And to be honest, nobody has those guidelines to the right path, or if it's the perfect path. But the guidelines are there right in front of you to start building, and you're the only one that gets to achieve it. In this moment, I want to share this honor with my #1 fan and my father. This part was gonna hurt. To my father, who has made the same amount of sacrifices that I have, for pushing me day in and day out, showing me that there's someone out there better than you, reminding me that, hey, you worked hard, this kid worked harder. And to just show me that love, if I fail, if I succeed, it's always there. And that love will never go away. To my coaches, my mentors, thank you for pushing me to reach new heights. To my teammates, you guys are forever my teammates. And the bonds are unbreakable. To the fans and to the alumni, your support gave me the strength to persevere even when the odds seemed insurmountable. Thank you to the University of Arkansas Monticello for this tremendous honor. I am forever grateful, and I will always carry in my spirit that baseball is in my heart for those days to come. And always remember, there isn't anything more damn evil than a damn bull.
Andres taught me a few things when I got to know him here. One was the word swagger. He had a ton of it, and he told me I had to work on my umpire chirp game. I remember him here. He played shortstop. And he heard me say something to the umpire one time and told me I had to up my game a little bit. Let's give it up one more time for our friend Andres. Next up, we have Jordan Goforth. She was a women's basketball player at UAM from 2012 to 2016. Over the course of her 4-year career at UAM, she was selected as the GAC Freshman of the Year, as well as received multiple first-team honors with the conference. She left UAM with her name in the record books for career points with 1,803 to claim the 5th spot all-time. She improved her points per game average every year, concluding her senior year with an average of 20.7 points per game. Her free throw percentage is among the top 2 all-time in the UAM record books, with a .849 career percentage and a single season record of .912. Some of her national, regional, and conference recognitions include the 2012-2013 GAC Freshman of the Year, 2014-2015 All-GAC First Team, 2015-2016 All-GAC First Team, 2015-2016 the D2 CCA All-Region First Team, 2015-2016 D2 CCA All-American Honorable Mention. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Jordan Goforth.
Good evening. I cannot express to everyone here how honored I am to be standing here today. A lot of you don't know this, but last month I had a wonderful baby boy, and I was afraid I would not be able to make it. And my support system, along with my husband, who's at home in Dallas with the baby, is the reason that I'm here standing today. And it's the same support system that I had when I was going here at UAM. And I want to thank my mom and my dad and my 2 grandparents, my nana and my grandma, who came to almost every single game, like my entire 4 years here, that helped me grow here at UAM. And I want to kind of piggyback off of what Dr. Doss said about, UAM being family. And I can honestly say that my 4 years here at UAM was family to me. I also want to thank Coach Ray, who is not here today, but she's the reason that I'm standing here today. When I think back my senior year in high school about where I wanted to go to college, I think now that I'm older and grown, if I would have done it differently. And every time I think about it, I think absolutely not. I've really enjoyed my time here, and I would tell anybody here, to go to UAM. It's been a wonderful experience, and I'm just extremely honored to be here. So, thank you, everyone.
Gentlemen, Jordan Goforth. Let's give her one more round of applause. Next up, we have Corey Forge, the men's basketball player at UAM from 2011 to 2013. And over his 2-year career with the Weevils, he helped lead the Weevils to 37 total wins. In the 2012-2013 season, Corey ended his final collegiate season as the leading scorer in the Great American Conference, totaling 531 points through 27 games for an average of 19.7 points per outing. He ended the regular season ranked 27th in all of NCAA Division II and 4th in the Central Region in scoring. He racked up 1,041 points in his career, becoming the 22nd leading scorer in UAM history. Some of Corey's national, regional, and conference recognitions include the 2010 to 2020 All-GAC All-Decade Team, 2011-2012 All-GAC Second Team, 2012-2013 All-GAC First Team, 2012-2013 GAC Player of the Year, 2012-2013 Daktronics All-Region First Team, And the 2012-23 D2 Bulletin All-American Honorable Mention. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Forge.
Hey, Joel, we stamp now. How y'all doing? It's big time. Thank God, for sure. Bear with me for a second. It's gonna get a little deep for me. I want to thank the Alumni Association for this selection. This is big time for me and my family, the boosters, the Paces, for sure. Barbie Johnson, my mentor, counselor, just the support. The UAM, I ain't even gonna lie, I didn't even know what Arkansas was on the map. I'm a Bama and Georgia boy, so in the city, so I have no idea what Monticello, Arkansas was. But it seemed like they came at the right time because nobody in the country wanted me but them. So me being 9 hours from home, I just want to thank the coaching staff, Alan Sharp, Nick Woodruff, Roman Tubner. They took a chance on me, so I'm forever grateful to them for that. My teammates, I believe some of them on the way, but Dayton Mickens, Brandon Sims, L.A. Farmer, and I can go on. I just met some good people here and definitely built a brotherhood, so I'm forever grateful for that. My dad's over there, my stepmom, uncle, my brother, my sister's watching. They're a part of my journey, part of my support system. I'm forever grateful for them. I thank y'all, truly. To my auntie, my best friend, thank you for being you, forever holding me accountable. It's big for us. We've taken a lot of losses over the years, so we're gonna celebrate this win tonight. My mom, my biggest fan, biggest critic, my public, my PR, my whatever, everything. And I'm truly grateful, thankful. If y'all can play any film, find any film, she's probably the loudest one in the gym. I can almost for sure that. So, I love you, I thank you, you know how we do, and we're gonna celebrate this win for us tonight. My kids, when I stopped chasing my dream in 2018, of course, NBA, I was doing a lot of training camps, a lot of overseas tryouts, workouts, and going all over these places just trying to get that look. And it seemed like I got so close and it never happened for me. So I stopped chasing that dream in 2018. I felt like I didn't have purpose. So I lived that domestic life, got a job, good job. I'm just, try this out for a little bit. A couple years later, my boys were born. Cole, he's 2, he'll be 3 in December. And Cash, he'll be 2 in March. So I just want to thank y'all for choosing me and giving me purpose again. So I wake up every day and I do it for them. And tonight, I dedicate this win to my grandmother. She passed away last year, so it's been rough. But I said my mom was my biggest fan. My grandma's probably the biggest fan. She would have my printouts before every game. We would talk. I'd say, "What you feel? How you feeling tonight, little mama?" And she would be like, "Hey." Prior, she would have a printout how my last game was, so she knew my stats. She knew my stats. She knew whatever. Grandson, I want you to get three threes for me tonight, but make sure you get to the free throw line because you gotta see it go in first. And this is how she's talking. She's a big sports fan, and I dedicate this to her because without her, I literally played every game for her because I knew she was watching. I knew she would want to know what I did, how I did, and she really cared. So I dedicate this to her. I'm going to reference, I believe, Jamie Foxx His grandmother raised him. His Oxford wing, he dedicated and said that his grandma was his first acting coach. So she would say, you know, when you leave the house, son, hold your shoulders up straight, head high, and act like you got some sense. Every time I left the house, my grandma would tell me to do the jerk. Had no idea what it meant. Every time I left the house, she would say that. Now I'm older, I get what she means. So, only time that I get to talk to her now is either when I'm praying or in my dreams. And tonight, I can't wait to go to sleep tonight because we got so much to talk about. But, Grandma, this is for you. Bill, we love you. We miss you. And thank you.
Amen. Beautiful testimonies from beautiful people. Let's give it up for Cole and Jalen supporting the story. Incredible. I loved how you gave a shout out to Miss Barbie. If you are one of our faculty and staff people here honoring these athletes and these inductees, will you just stand? If you're one of our faculty, staff, teachers, I see Brad, one of our other campus ministers. Why don't you guys stand up so we can recognize you guys. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Barbie, you're here and you're not standing up. Why don't you stand up? You actually got a shout out. Well, this year's Spirit Award recipient is Mr. Larry and Miss Shirley 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. As parents of a former UAM graduate, who we'll hear from in just a moment, the two know the impact that the University of Arkansas at Monticello can have on those that come here. After working as an officiant at various UAM athletic events, the 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 begin to slowly get more and more involved in UAM sports. And if you show up to any basketball game, you'll know just how involved they are. Through developing friendships throughout the years of living in Monticello, they began to fall in love with not only the school, but athletics as well. Through years of supporting the 𝗗𝗚𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 athletes, the UAM Athletics Department is proud to present this year's Spirit Award to the 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. Let's give them a hand. And tonight, they have commissioned their daughter, Stacey 𝗟𝗟𝗟𝗓𝗓, is going to come on their behalf to induct them. Let's give Stacey a hand.
I'm not a public speaker, and right now I hate my daddy. So, bear with me. Thank you to the foundation and the committee for selecting them as the recipient this year. I don't know how many of y'all know Mom and Dad, they've been here 48-ish years now. Neither one are natives. Neither one went to UAM. However, I did and graduated from here and actually am enrolled again. So I'm going to try to give you a quick recap of the last 48 years in about 2 minutes. When they moved to town, Dad always thought himself an athlete. Not very good, but he tried. Okay? So he wanted to be involved in some sort of organized sports. And went to visit with Glenn Gilbert, who was the community ed director at the time. And Glenn commissioned him to the faculty softball team. And that relationship kind of started. Well, then sometime later, Glenn got bit by the love bug and started courting Mary Jane Lavender, who was women's basketball coach and the mother of Cotton Blossom basketball here on campus. And so they started courting, that relationship grew, and Mary Jane needed officials. Well, Dad had done that a little bit. So Mary Jane would hire Dad to officiate the games. At that time, with the conference that the women's basketball was in, it was the home team's job to hire the officials. I mean, I think that would work out really good for us now. That's kind of the way they feel anyway. But anyway, and Mary Jane would pair him with Don Hartley, Don and Katie, who are former recipients also of the Spirit Award. And so that bond kind of grew with the UAM ties. So now we've got two couples involved, plus Mom and Dad. And Don, most of y'all probably know Mr. Don, Miss Katie as the chicken cookers. If anybody was ever hungry, be it a football team, basketball team, it didn't matter. Tailgating, they were feeding it. So, and Gay and Grant were involved with that as well. So those ties all kind of came together and pulled them closer. And then miles and miles have been traveled to support UAM basketball tournaments. It's been a fun ride. I've got to enjoy most of that. One other couple that Dad did want to mention tonight was Mr. Jack and Miss Judy. I know most of y'all would say Dr. Lassiter, but he's Mr. Jack to me. And Dad and Jack sat on a board here in town. Dad was very impressed with Mr. Jack's leadership skills and his abilities, and greatly appreciated that. Mr. Jack and Miss Judy absolutely loved and still love this campus. And it was like Mr. Jack knew every student by name. It wasn't just his job and he was going around looking and checking things, but he knew and was very involved with the people and the students, athletes, or just classrooms. And Dad mentions here that he is glad to see that we are back on track with that, and being with the administration being so involved with the students, and Dr. Doss is doing an amazing job with that as well. There are tons of other families, individuals that we could stand here and name that have helped the bond with Mom and Dad, with UAM, with them not being local. But those four families, there were really close relationships and bonds with. But the point that Dad, Mom want to make is not only to acknowledge the greatness of UAM and its appeal to them, but it's the people. It's the administration, the faculty, staff, and the coaches that all make UAM so very easy to support. Most importantly, though, it's the students. It's exciting to see Corey or Jordan hit a three-pointer to put the team ahead late in the game. See Cole throw a 70-yard pass to put the Weevils ahead. That's exciting. But more exciting is to see them succeed in life. To see them walk across the stage, to get the diploma, to get the degree, and be prepared to walk into a job interview and say, Mr. Employer, my name is so-and-so, and if you'll give me the chance, I will show you that I can make it. I come from UAM, and they have taught me what's important and how to succeed. So, with that, they would like to say thank you once again, and go UAM.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a few announcements before we close. First, here in just a few moments at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, we are going to have the pep rally. And so, and I think we're going to have the infamous bed bug race, maybe. And so if you don't know what that is, or you care to know, we'd love for you guys to join us over there at 8 o'clock. Saturday, I would love to invite you, 10:30, at the 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 ribbon cutting ceremony. It's going to be an incredible day. Coach Hud is going to be a part of that ribbon cutting ceremony. And then I think we have like 600, I forget how many you said, a couple hundred at least, recruits here on our campus and their families. And he's going to go straight to that. Saturday, the place to be is going to be right here on this campus. And so we want to invite you to be a part of the homecoming festivities as we take it to East Central. And so they don't know what they're in for. But thank you guys so much for being here. Coach Hud, do you have anything to say before we dismiss? Feel free to clean your plate off by eating the rest of it real quick before you leave. Make sure you tell one of these coaches, one of these student athletes how much you appreciate them on your way out. Thank you guys so much for being here.